I believe I have the cleanest farm shop on planet Earth. Let's head on inside and I'll show you guys. Turn the lights on. Welcome inside the world's cleanest farm shop. It is not quite yet the world's cleanest. That's because we still have a fair amount of equipment in here and miscellaneous things set out on the bench that are gonna get cleaned up today. In addition to today, we're gonna be scrubbing the floor. I have a company that's coming here in about an hour, and they're gonna be having a demonstration of doing some floor scrubbing. I'm gonna power wash off the big door, get a fair amount of dust up there. We're gonna do some organizing upstairs in the loft. You're not gonna wanna miss the results at the end of today's video because this will be the world's cleanest farm shop come the end of today. With everything out of the shed now, it's time to start cleaning things up. And the first spot, which is usually a lot worse than this, surprised it's not, is the bench here in the shop. This is where we have all of our tools inside every single drawer. And naturally, this is where a project goes to get waitlisted. Like here we have a control module off our planter, which we haven't used in like 3 months, but for some reason, we still haven't got the part we needed. And then over here, we have a scale for our seed tender, which again, like the planter, I haven't used in 3 months. This stuff needs to find a home. Obviously, we don't want it sitting here all harvest long. So I'm gonna start by clearing off, getting everything cleaned off on our workspace at the bench. I really like this hardened steel countertop slash workbench we just cleaned off because I like the rolling drawers. It keeps all of our stuff neat and tidy, and it keeps it dust free in comparison to putting up pegboards or something up here on the wall. But the downfall is the paint chips off on it, and I've yet to find a good way to repaint it or fill it in or buff these out or something. Other than that, I really like this. Now over here at our large 30-foot overhead door, there is a fair amount of dust that's gotten built up over the years on these cross supports right here. Basically any ledge platform in the shop is just full of dust. And a lot of that comes from treating beans and running equipment inside of here. But I'm gonna get the power washer hooked up. We're gonna start power washing down this door, get all that dirt and debris off of the ledges, onto the floor, out of the shed. That little bit of power washing off made quite the difference on the door. It made things look a lot cleaner. I do want to power wash off all the walls inside the shop here, but I am a little bit worried because inside the shop we have some perforated steel. That way it doesn't echo. It still echoes a little bit. But we have some perforated steel up at the top with some very tiny holes in it, so it reduces that echo. And I'm afraid if we start power washing, I'm gonna get water behind the steel. It's gonna soak into the insulation, start to mold. That's not what I want. So right now, I'm thinking for different ways. Currently, might just get a big towel and wipe down all the walls. Looks like we got the door cleaned just in time. They're showing up with the scrubber right now. It's coming from IPC. I've never seen one. I'm assuming it's in here. That's what we're gonna use to clean off the floor inside of here. Haven't swept anything, so we'll have to see how it goes. Andy's opening up the trailer.
All right.
Here we go.
Looks like the
Let's take our look.
The 1050 might have worked its way back.
1050 might have came.
That worked its way back a little bit.
We're gonna try both, or what's the plan?
If you're okay with it.
Oh yeah, we're okay with that.
The scrubber, we're gonna try both.
We can run the sweeper too. Should we go right for
Andy's got it going.
Should we go right for the
Start.
floor dry?
Yeah, go right for the floor dry.
Right.
I didn't sweep anything in the shed before he came, so he's getting pretty rambunctious. Rambunctious, he's going for it.
He's
adjusting the speed
a little bit, slow it down just a little bit for when we go over this tougher stuff.
All right.
Kind of like your lawnmower when the grass is long.
Moment of truth. He's going right for it. I thought you'd go around it a little bit.
I'll hit the edge.
Picked it all up. You can even see the perfect line of where it cleaned. So now since we just went over some of that floor dry, he's pulling out the debris catch. There's that same floor dry right there. It just picked that up. Now to continue working on this floor dry, which seems like is always a common occurrence in our shop, they also brought along a 1050, a riding sweeper. And that's what Ian's hopping on here. He's gonna go try to sweep that stuff up, see if that does a better job, see what the leaves behind. It's gonna sweep and then scrub, or it's just a sweeper?
Just a sweeper.
This one's just a sweeper.
Vacuum sweeper.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this one's just the sweeper. It's not gonna have the water and the squeegee behind, but this one, he's pretty believable, thinking it's gonna get all that up. Look at that. Look at that. I wanna see how close it can get to the wall. That's what
I'll have to go back the other way.
all right. Hopefully he doesn't hit the wall. I already hit it here last year, so we'll see if he stays far enough away. Look at that. That's impressive. So do I need like a CDL or something to drive this thing, or what does that take?
No, just let it's not quite street legal, but you know.
But this
I
is
think
private
you're set.
property, so
Yeah,
I think,
you're fine.
yeah.
The beacon is your loophole. It's got
Yeah.
a yellow flashing beacon.
True. We'll be fine.
We're good.
Going right for the floor dry again. It's the right color too. John Deere green. Well, not quite John Deere green, but it's green, not red. That's nice. It sticks out like 3 inches beyond. All the concrete inside the shop has a little bit of polish and sealer on it, like you can see here. But I really want to test the sweeper out here on some of the concrete that we don't have a polish or sealer on, kind of like we do in a lot of our other buildings. I'll show you. It's got a little bit of a rough coat on here. Now I'm going to put the sweeper to the test. Got some leaves and rocks that are on here. We're going to try cleaning this up as well. Here we go. Safe to say it did a good job cleaning it up. I got to figure out how to open up the hatch in the back. I'll show you guys all the debris we've picked up so far. I think pull this,
Yeah.
turn it, filter.
Oh yeah.
Here it is.
Look at that.
Show you guys all the stuff it's cleaned out. There's all that floor dry, a little bit of mouse poison. You see all those leaves and other rocks we got cleaned up. Super easy to open and access. Even got a nice little filter. No different than what we got on like our shop vac. That way it just makes it run a little bit smoother. It's cool to see.
Yeah, that's true.
So here's my first time actually running the scrubber. Setting the dial to auto. Now just walk behind. It should. Got the scrubber, or got the squeegee down. And we're off cleaning. Got 20 close. Can I back up? Lift the squeegee?
When you back up, you're gonna want to lift your squeegee.
Okay. It got a little too close to make the turn, so now lift the squeegee.
Lift the squeegee. It also has self-propel going backwards, so you can pull that gray. Yep.
Oh, there.
Yep.
Oh
Get
yeah,
it out
that's
of there.
like,
What you may want to do, since you left a little bit of a water pile here, just go ahead and back it right into this, and you can take that right up. These units are totally full of water. They can be a little heavy, so that self-propel feature is very nice.
down goes the squeegee again. We're back to cleaning. Our friends from IPC have now left the farm, but I'm fortunate and thankful enough that they left with us this nice floor scrubber to use and continue to clean the shop. And the plan to clean the floors, we're gonna take the scrubber, we're gonna go lengthways, 80 feet this way with the shop, then we're gonna turn around and go widthways, just so we don't miss any nook and cranny of cleaning the floor. To see a comparison between that machine and a traditional broom, I'm gonna leave this area right here by the forklift untouched with this cleaner, and then we'll come back with the broom, sweep it up, just to see and notice a difference. We are done going lengthways now with the scrubber. Almost timed it perfectly because it just ran out of solution here, which if we open this up, we'll see Ugh. There's all the dirt and debris that we've cleaned up off the floor going this way that I'm now gonna dump out to get this all cleaned out and refill with some more solution. I believe this is the drain hose. I'm just gonna put it, yeah, water's already coming. I'm just gonna dump that right in the shop drain. We'll back this thing up a little bit. Whoa, almost too much, but it's nice it's got that power. There she comes, she's coming fast. I'll close this back up. Add a little dilution in there to help penetrate and clean more. The whole floor in the shop has been scrubbed with the scrubber twice now, everywhere except for here where the forklift is. Now I want to move the forklift out of the way. That way we can see a difference between using a hand sweeper in this area versus this machine in the rest of the shop. Because I want it to be a fair test, we're gonna use this finely bristled brush, which we normally use to pick up as much dust as possible here in the shop to sweep up this little area. Now here's how we're gonna test it. I'm gonna take my clean hand, rub it on the spot of the floor that we just swept away with the broom. Look at how much dust is still on the floor. Wash the hand off. And now we'll rub it on a spot we did with the washer. Hand is perfectly still clean. You can still see the little bit of a break here where the forklift was. That's where the edge of the scrubber was right there. Then on the other side, that's where all that dust is still built up where we didn't use the scrubber. Now IPC, the company that created this scrubber, also has a lot of other cleaning products like that sweeper I showed you guys today. And if you're interested in learning more about their company and want to bring some of these cool cleaning products to improve your farm, go ahead and check out the link that I have down below in the description.